Hello everyone and welcome back. So in today's video we're going to check out the newest feature in Adobe Fresco, and that is Symmetry. So yes, Symmetry is finally here, and let's go see how to work with it in Adobe Fresco. As soon as you open a document, I want you to go into this grids here, and then here you have Symmetry, and I want you to turn this on. Once you turn this on, you get different kinds of symmetries here. So depending on that, your guides here change, as you can see. So we'll just start with the basic one. Why not, right? I'm going to choose some brush. I'm going to vector brush. I'm going to jitter and light jitter. And then now you can start drawing. And now, for example, I want to move the guide. I don't want it straight. I want it to rotate. So I'm going to click on Move Guides here. And now you can use this to move back and front like that. Or you can use this and you can rotate this however you want. And now you can see that it snaps at 90. That's because I have my rotation snapping turned on. So make sure you turn that on so that it snaps at the exact place that you want. And you see this rogue stroke here, that's because I tried drawing with it. So that's the stroke here, nothing else. So you can use your eraser and erase it off. So once you've fixed your rotation wherever you want, the guide is cool. Now I'm going to click back here, and now my symmetry guide is ready. You can use the same process with all other things as well, like use this and use this to move the white dot. This dot is for moving it like this. So I'm going to go back to the symmetry here. You also have the option, like, this is the vertical, this is the horizontal symmetry already here. So you don't have to actually do it every single time you want to do it. But I just wanted to show you how to rotate the guides if you wanted to. So once you have done this, you can click on this and then it'll take away the dots or the rotating points. And now you're ready to draw. And at any point you feel like you do not want it to be moved like that, you can always click on this reset icon here and it'll bring back to the original guide. However it was to begin with. So once you have this, I'm going to go ahead and use my vector brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and draw something. Let me make this a little bigger. And I was planning to draw a fish, but I think I'm going to draw a lotus. So I'm going to go back and do this so that it comes back to this now. And let's go ahead and I'm going to zoom in like this. And I'm going to draw a lotus. And then I want to draw a tiny thing like this. Okay, that's cool. Now I want to draw the lotus leaf. And for that, I'm going to go back into this and obviously change it. So move guide, this one, let's keep it up here, turn off, and then draw it like this. Back to this now, and then when you draw, obviously it doesn't come here because, the guide is on. I want to draw this freehand, turn off your symmetry, and then you can do this. You can go back and turn on the symmetry and you have it. And now let's check how to color this. So one thing I've noticed is a lot of things work. For example, if you're using the transform tool, the lasso tool, and you select something and then you use the transform tool and try to move, both of them will move, both parts on this side and that side. The symmetry works for that. Done and undo, and I will deselect. For the fill tool though, I don't know if it's a plus or a negative point because I haven't decided on it yet. So if I have a fill tool and I choose some color, for example red, and if I fill it here, it does not fill on the other side. It can be a plus point in certain stages. I don't know if there's a way to actually enable filling on the other side. I haven't figured it out yet, like I told you. But right now you'll have to individually fill them out. But that's not bad, because if you have a drawing which requires different colors in different areas, then you don't have to turn off the symmetry grid to actually color it, right? But anyway, so that's the only thing which I found a little weird with the fill tool. But everything else works. And then if I press and hold and I go to circle, let me try this, and I do this and then draw a circle. So the circle comes on both sides as well. So that works too. And then once you're ready, you can always do this, and you can also go ahead and add other grids. Now I have the flower. Now I want a mandala in the back. This is rotational symmetry. Let's go below the layer and plus to get on a new layer behind the lotus, and move guides. And I want this right behind the lotus like that. You can increase this like this, and then I'll go ahead and do that. Now we can go back to your brush. Actually all the brushes work. So if you use watercolor brushes, live brushes, vector brushes or even the pixel brushes work, so that's a good thing. So I'm going to go ahead and do some blue here, and now I'm going to go ahead and oops, sorry, I want vector, and then I'm going to try and do some mandalas like this. So this is rotational symmetry, so everything you draw, it goes in the same angle, so they don't come and converge at here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it into this. This is not rotation, that is reflective. So whatever you draw here, it reflects on the other side of the grid. So as you can see, working with different kinds of grids has its own issues, so you should be careful like how you're working with. So one thing I've noticed is I don't see a way in which you can increase these grid lines. So this seems to be the highest number of grid lines. So yeah, maybe they'll introduce it later. Anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead and hide it, and this is your stuff. You can always go ahead and hide your layers, and yeah, once you're done with everything, you can always go ahead and turn off the symmetry, and as usual, share button to export your items. So yeah, that's the symmetry, and I hope you learned something from this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you want to support this channel, you can always buy me a coffee at ko-fi.com. I guess I'll see you in the next video then. Bye.